What is up, squad? What is up? I missed y'all. I'm over here on the Michelle Brown channel for a reason. What's up, Latanya, Roblo Pro? Yes, Sean. I see y'all. Oh, socialite in the city. I'm over here on the Michelle Brown channel because I haven't been live over here in a minute. I just thought I'd check in. Honey. Y'all know it be a whole lot going on in these streets. And I'm like, ooh, let me sit out for a little while. Let me wait till all the drama clear up a little bit. Cause it be like, y'all be going in on these streets, child. Y'all be going in. Like every single time I log into YouTube, somebody arguing, somebody fighting, something happening, somebody going to court, somebody filing petitions, somebody cursing somebody else out. I don't know what's going on. I can't keep track. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't know who fighting who. I don't know who doing what. I just know that, I'm just a lowly blogger, just blogging about the stuff that people want to hear about. That's all I do. Look, I be blogging about topics and stuff and celebrities and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to create my whole little... Anyway, I ain't gonna even go there. But hey, you guys. Hey, thank you for tuning in. It's always some drama, honey. It's always some drama, but that's okay. Nobody is above being talked about. We all, look, it is what it is. It's just what you choose to talk about. It's up to you. Who cares? Like, everybody talks about everybody else. I talk about people. I am not exempt from being talked about. Like, look, the whole half year proved that nobody is exempt. So, I ain't even tripping. All I'm saying is I can't keep up. That's all I'm saying is I cannot keep up. But anyway, at first, let me just go ahead, turn off my little music right now. At first, people been hitting me up on Instagrams because, sometimes I be like logging off of social media. I had to get my mind right for the new week that's about to start, honey. My blog days start on Sunday, and I took Friday off, so I feel like I done had a 3-day week because Super Bowl was crazy. Then I had to decompress after that. Then I still got pictures I gotta edit from that. I'm so behind, but it is what it is. Sometimes you have to self-manage, chill out, give yourself some me time. And that's what I've been doing, child, hanging out with my friends and eating and watching Netflix and all of that jazz. My mama got me hooked on The Handmaid's Tale, so I'm like, Lord Jesus, now, it's too much going on. It just moved my spirit, but we ain't gonna even talk about The Handmaid's Tale right now. But for those of you, y'all know I am pro-black woman. That don't mean I'm anti-anybody else. So before we even start talking about this whole homophobia, transphobia, whatever, I am an ally to everybody. Like, I love everybody. I'm all inclusive. But there is a but, and that does not negate the rest of my sentence. But just because I'm all inclusive with everybody else does not negate my feelings, the feelings of black women, the feelings of my core, my group, our community, the black woman community. We got a community too. Y'all act like we ain't got no community, but we do. We do. And even though we don't stick together like we should, we do have a community. That being said, somebody sent me over this email, child. First, I was like, this DM. And at first, that's why I'm going to put it up. Because I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm being messy. But at first, when I first read it, I'm like, maybe I'm being messy. Or maybe this person is being messy. But then I'm like, well, maybe not. So, the person writes, good evening, Michelle. Hope all is well. I really enjoy your content and what you stand for as a black woman. I am a pretty silent supporter, and I follow quite a bit of social media personalities and try to find likeness in everyone's individuality. But I most respect you because you represent us as black women very well, and most importantly, unapologetic about it. And I'm not. I came across this earlier, and it really infuriated me. And maybe I'm in my feelings tonight, but it really bothered me. And I remember your cisgender. Hold on, let me get part 2. conversation. I know you don't follow this person, but I thought this could be another topic somewhere in the future. It's not okay for these persons to decide to take on the role of a woman and not respect nor understand the true makeup of a woman. Sorry to write a book, but I hope this reaches you. Thanks for being our voice. So I was like, what y'all talking about? Look, what you talking about, Willis? I was like, what is you talking about? So she sent over this comment. This was attached to the end. It was like, this is a great red flag why women's bathrooms should only be for women. This woman was in the privacy of a woman's bathroom going through something only a biological woman could understand. So before I get into that, I was like, but what is going on? I don't know what's going on. So apparently, and this is where it gets messy. Let me go ahead and put my disclaimer in there because y'all gonna start flagging or whatever. It is what it is. But apparently, Mr. Manhands posted something about a bathroom and said, the horror, the pad is so big. So I'm like, the pad? You scared of a maxi pad? Like, what's going on? Somebody's afraid of a maxi pad? Like, we use maxi pads and tampons and all kind of things, for our once a month, our menses, things that happen to, biological women, every 28 days or so, give or take. It is what it is. And sometimes when you go in the bathroom, we see things, we see pads, we see tampons, we see all kind of things. Some women are a little bit cleanlier than others. Some women are nasty. Some women, bleed a whole lot. It be blood on the stop. God forbid. It be blood on the stop. Be all kind of biological waste in some public bathrooms. That being said, as a biological woman, as someone who does have a period, and as someone who experienced fibroids, I told y'all about that. I had surgery a long time ago. But fibroids will make you bleed, honey. They will make you bleed. So, sometimes when you go out and you in a public space and shit happens, you can leave that bathroom looking like a war zone. But, I digress. So apparently, Mr. Manhands... I'm about to crack myself up. Mr. Manhands got offended by the sight of someone's maxi pad. And so here is the video footage. Hold on.
Straight up.
I'm gonna let y'all hear.
I just left out of the bathroom at one of these rest stops over here on the road trip, bitch. I just saw the biggest motherfucking maxi pad I ever seen in my fucking life. Okay? I went in the stall to pee. I came out from peeing, and this lady had her shirt, her panties, her bra, and her motherfucking big gigantic ass ultra maxi pad hanging over the stall. I can't. It might be this bitch right here running. It might be that bitch over there running. I can't.
So he can't about a maxi pad, seeing a maxi pad, it was so many different arguments going on. Was it soiled? Was it not? Can we talk about this? Can we not? And I'm like, sure, we can talk about it, girl. I'm all in the DM. Sure, we can talk about it. So, the caption was like, the pad is so big. So the issue was seeing a big pad in the middle of a ladies' room is apparently an issue. I'm assuming this person was on a road trip somewhere and stopped at a rest stop somewhere, went into the female's bathroom somewhere, and this person, encountered a woman who had been on a long road trip who decided to take off all her clothes in the midst of cleaning herself or getting herself right, and the person spotted her pad slung across the dang thing. Look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But as a woman, if I was to see it, I would have looked crazy. I would have been like, that's nasty, that's gross, or whatever. But I'm not going to sit there and judge this woman for things that happen because there's so many different variables that could have happened that caused that. Like, we all we as in women who bleed once a month and all of that jazz, we all have been situations where as a teen we were embarrassed about buying maxi pads. We didn't like to have maxi pads in our purse when we went to school. We didn't like nobody to see our maxi pads. We were shamed for having our maxi pads. We were shamed about having an accident. God forbid it leaks and there's some blood on the seat if you get up. God forbid your normal biological function, something happens and somebody just so happens to see blood on you. God forbid. Women are shamed for so many things that they don't have control over. This is just another incident of that where we just gotta sit here and go, really, dude? Really? You got a whole ass penis. You got a whole ass penis in the women's room looking at this woman trying to figure out what the hell is going on with her menstrual cycle and her big ass maxi pad. What difference does it make whether her pad was huge, small, big, little, soiled, not soiled, whatever the case may be? She was in a private space. She was in a bathroom that is considered, for women, whatever the case may be. Look, as a trans person, I would assume, you aspiring to be feminine, to be a woman, to be passable, to be all of that. Hell, you need to be walking around with a pad so you can see what it feels like. You need to be buying some pads every once in a while so you can really pass in the daytime. I'm just saying, in general, I don't care where you go pee. I really don't. I don't give a damn if it's male, female, gender neutral bathrooms, whatever. Everybody got to pee and poop. That's just a way of life. But at the end of the day, don't come into a space that is typically reserved for women to conduct their business in a private manner, i.e. hide their pads out of sight, do whatever they gotta do, change their tampon, do whatever they gotta do, and then judge them for doing it. Who does that? Who does that? That's all I'm saying. So let me get back to the comment. So the comment that the person sent me was this. This is a great red flag why women's bathrooms should only be for women. This woman was in the privacy of a woman's bathroom going through something only a biological woman could understand. You posting this, I'm assuming she wrote this to Mr. Manhands. This is the worst thing. I love you, but now I can't begin to express how much of a violation this is. This video will serve alone as a pivotal reason why trans women should not be allowed in a woman's bathroom. You must take in consideration how big your platform is and the damage which you have done. I see nothing wrong with it. I see nothing wrong with what she said. I honestly don't. I don't. You have a huge platform, okay? Mr. Manhands, if you're watching this, I'm sure you are. You have a huge platform. To whom much is given, much is expected. You have a huge responsibility. You have women who watch you. You have little girls watching. You have little trans girls who watch you. You have trans women who watch you. And you're setting what type of example? That it's okay to make fun of a woman who is going through a normal biological function with a big ass pad? Is that okay? You're saying that to your however many hundreds of thousands of followers, that it's okay that you as a man who proudly proclaims that he has a penis can go into a woman's bathroom and make a mockery of the things she used to protect herself from bleeding all over the place, whether it was used, unused, soil, unsoiled, big, whatever. Is it an issue that you would need to put that on social media? You as a man who proclaims he has a penis, who walks around with titties and a wig, is that okay? I'm just asking, is that okay? So for those of you who are just getting here, we can watch the video again. Hold on, let me find it. This is the video that apparently was causing so much commotion. Let me see if I can put it back. Okay. There. Wait a minute.
Straight up. I just left out of the bathroom
Did I start it over?
at one of these rest stops over here on the road trip, bitch. I just saw the biggest motherfucking maxi pad I ever seen in my fucking life. Okay? I went and installed a pee. I came out from peeing and this lady had her shirt, her panties, her bra, and her motherfucking big gigantic ass ultra maxi pad hanging over the stall. I can't. It might be this bitch right here running. It might be that bitch over there running. I can't. I can't.
So that was the issue. Again, this was a special request. I'm not gonna say the person's name who sent it to me because they sent it in DM, and I'm sure they follow everybody. They don't want to be targeted, because when I tell you the mob will target somebody for speaking against somebody who speaks about every damn body, But I guess I'll be the one to take the heat for it. I just want to know what you all got to think. I get it, it's a maxi pad. It's a maxi pad. But would you, as a woman, would you go to social media and talk about this woman's maxi pad? Would you do it? I mean, think about it. There are women in Africa who can't even afford maxi pads. There are people in the United States that can't afford, the personal things that they need to, control their cycle. So am I going to judge somebody if they got a used pad or not used pad? I'm not. As a woman, I'm not. What I might have done was offered her one if I had some. So, there's just a lot that just goes along with that when you see it. And it's just like, there's a line that you crossed, and it's just not cool. It's just not cool at all. So, let me think. Sandra Rose wrote a post about it. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. Sandra Rose wrote a post about it a couple of days ago. Because I was Googling to see if anybody wrote a post about it. Like I told you, I had been sitting off the internet, and apparently Sandra wrote a post and said, this is what happens when a male uses women's restroom. So you go to Sandra Rose, you can read a post. People have their own opinions about it. I haven't wrote a post, like I was like, I don't know if I'm, I don't. But Sandra said cross-dresser T.S. Madison sparked outrage on social media when he recorded a woman and described what feminine product she used in a women's restroom at a highway truck stop. The restroom is a place where women have an expectation of privacy, and we should feel safe to drop our undergarments and use feminine products without a male intruding on our privacy. By recording the woman running after he told the world about her use of feminine products, Madison violated her privacy. He behaved exactly like one would expect a male to act in a woman's bathroom. I mean, like a little boy who ain't used to seeing that. Oh, look, there go a big ass maxi pad. The biggest ass maxi pad I done ever seen in my life. Who does that? Who does that? So anyway, I just wanted your opinion on this. Like, the squad then spoke. The squad reached out to me. The squad wanted me to talk about it, and here I am talking about it. Y'all want to call in? Y'all can call in. The trolls can call in to curse me out. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I am here. I will talk about it. Hold on, let me call in. I want to hear what y'all have to say, because again, I don't follow this person. I don't know how it started, what happened. I just saw the video that they sent, and the rest is history. Hold on. The phone number is 718-362-6360. The PIN number is 942-7819. Let me do this. And let me make sure I am on the thingamajigget. Why are the men's in the women's bathroom? Look now. Again, I don't even know that there's an issue with where you poop, where you pee. Everybody poops and everybody pees, but is that you cross a line when you start trying to talk about what people do in the bathroom, what women do specifically in the bathroom. So therein lies the issue. Therein lies the issue. Hold on. I don't understand. If you're transsexual and say you feel like a woman, then why should a big pad offend you? That's what I said, Eugenia. That's what I said, Eugenia. And again, nobody is above reproach. Nobody is above being talked about. If you have a social media platform and you have an opinion, somebody's gonna have an opinion about you. And clearly, you put this out here for people to have an opinion about. Hey, Alan, come on, call in. Y'all scared? I know y'all not scared. I know y'all not scared. Did I put the random? 362-6360942. Yep. Let me see what y'all talking about in this chat. I know I wasn't looking at the chat. I just had to come through and you misspelled my name. Hold on. You was waiting on somebody to talk about it? Child, I'm here. Caller 4896. You are on the line. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Alan Quartermain.
Hey, Alan Quartermain.
First of all, let me just say I've been following you for ages, and I finally get the chance to talk to you. I've been stalking you all over Atlanta, so I am officially your stalker.
I don't need no more stalkers. Please, just be a friend. Be a friend.
But I'm a friendly stalker.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Alan.
So I'm kind of late. I'm kind of late to the party right here, but I kind of caught you when you were talking about the transsexuals in the ladies' bathroom and the transsexuals having so much to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, I don't even know if it's the transsexuals. I think it's just one person who considers themselves a trans person who basically has a huge platform who spoke about it.
Which is Mr. Manhands, right?
Right.
Okay, so my whole take on that is, first of all, I have a big problem with Mr. Manhands because the thing is that you want to be a woman so you can mix up in women's business and go after women. But then when it comes down to it, then you want to talk about, you need to pick a side. 1 minute you're the big dick bitch, and then the next minute you're a woman, and then you're an injured party, then people are bullying you, and it's like, just pick a side or move out of the way, period. That's my whole thing. I have a problem with men that are dressed up as women coming after women. That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what his struggle is. What exactly is his problem?
Mental illness seems to be an issue, from my humble opinion.
I agree. I do not support him. I don't support anything that he has anything to do with. I was there when he did all that, excuse me for saying this, but all that shit that he did to you. And then he had the problem with Kaya, and every time I turn around, it's a problem with a woman. And I'm just like, okay, please just go sit down because you are not needed here. That's just my 2 cents.
And I'm not gonna dog anybody's platform, but at the same time,
right.
He built a platform. Clearly, he has people that follow him that look up to him. Clearly, but the thing is, if you're gonna be an advocate for trans, for a man with a dick with titties or whatever you want to be. The thing is, how are you an advocate for that when everything you do is kind of like in violation of that? Like talking about women, but then bragging about being, able to pass and all of this stuff. And it's like, I don't understand, but a maxi pad would offend you that much, but you're a woman?
Exactly. But you're a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that I ran into a transsexual on the street quite a while ago, a white one. And he, whatever you want to call the person, had quite a bit to say about Mr. Manhands, and none of it was good. And the moral of the story that I got was that the transsexual community doesn't even embrace Mr. Manhands anyway, because Mr. Manhands is an embarrassment. Every time they turn around, she, whatever, is doing something that goes against all that they stand for.
Well, I can see that. I can see that. And again, I told y'all a long time ago, I used to be a fan. When he and Kaya were together, I used to be. But when I became the victim of some of the things that he was doing, it became obvious that he had a personal vendetta against women. And it wasn't just me as a woman, it was women, period. Because if people were gonna like drag me for bringing up the fact that he has a penis and he brags about it, but then on the same token like cheer him on when he talk about my vagina stank, it was like where's the logic in this? It's a double standard. So you can sit there and say I have a rotten womb and all of the things that diss women in general, but I can't call out the obvious when you sitting up there with a whole website named after your member. And so yeah, I just want
to. Well, I mean, the thing is this: if you're gonna cross the line, if you're gonna cross the line with somebody, he clearly crossed the line with you. I co-sign that 100%. He did cross the line with you. If you're gonna cross the line with somebody, then you need to be ready for whatever they bring back at you, because you have opened the door to hit below the belt, sideways, in the gut, and however else they come back at you.
Yeah.
And you can't cry victim once that happens.
Clearly.
You've already set the precedent.
Clearly. But
again, that's my 2 cents. Thank you so much for taking my call. I love you. I follow you.
Thank you.
Every time you are on.
Thank you so much, Alan Quartermain. I'm gonna remember you. And if you haven't, go follow the ATLien channel because I'm kind of live over there more.
I do.
Okay, cool. Because I know a lot of people be like, "You're never live," and I'm like, "I am. I be on the ATLien channel." So I try to like bounce back and forth without replicating, because I was replicating, but it's a whole nother story. So yeah, I'm like, as long as I got both the platforms, I'm gonna use both of them. So. Thank you, Alan.
Right. Trust me, I follow you on everything you're on.
Cool. Thank you so much, Alan. I appreciate your input.
All right.
Goodbye.
Love you. Talk to you later.
All right. Caller 9716, you're on the line.
Hello.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Michelle. How are you, darling? This is Cynthia calling from Chicago.
Hey, Cynthia. What do you think of this situation?
Hey, how are you doing?
Ooh, child.
Listen, first of all, that's the reason why I feel like this. Now, I'm open-minded. I don't care. Live your life, live your best life, do what you do. But stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, that's why they don't need to be in a woman's bathroom. I mean, from the time I can remember being a little girl going into a public bathroom, as a female, you see that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gross? Yeah, sometimes it can get kind of messy, but it's never been to the level where you would be talking the trash that, what does the guy call them, man hands, would be talking. I think that's very offensive because one minute you trying to portray yourself as you dressing like a woman, but you're not. And at the end of the day, I don't care how much makeup they put on, how many weaves they put on, fingernails, dresses, heels, or whatever. You're not a woman. You are a man dressed as a woman. So therefore, you need to have your own bathroom, because I, as a woman, don't want to walk into a woman's bathroom and see you trying to tuck. Okay? That would be offensive to me. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you tucking yourself. You know what I'm saying? So stay in your lane. And I am just so done. And he would get on social media and say some crap like that.
I agree. I missed it. Y'all know I'm not even trying to follow, that person, but I know we have a cross.
Yeah, I've seen him before, but I don't follow him.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just so wrong on so many levels. And why did he feel the need to announce that?
Good question.
For what reason?
We allow people to get too comfortable in our spaces. It is what it is. Like he felt comfortable enough that he felt like he could diss a woman in her monthly cycle and, call it disgusting or whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, it's like you don't even, you can't even afford the empathy when it comes to something like that, because you've never been through it. We've all been through it. Our periods is too heavy. We in a public place. Lord knows if you flying in an airplane, what's going to happen? Like, it's like we've all been there. So just yes, and just to see another woman, that could possibly be going through that. We don't know what her circumstances are. At the end of the day, though, any woman would look at that and be like, oh, dang, poor thing. Like, do you need a pad? Do you need some help? Do you need something? That would be empathetic. But to like talk, just get online and talk about it, call it disgusting, nasty, ugly, whatever the case may be, that shows what kind of person you are.
Exactly, but yet you're trying to be that, but you will not be that. And so that's the whole problem that I have with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't do that. I just don't see how that's gonna. If they make it where trans can go into the women's bathroom, I just see it being a huge problem. I really do. I just think.
It's such a slippery slope, though, because I do feel like little girls should be protected the same as little boys should be protected, but at the same time, like, women in general should be protected. Like, why should we, disregard what our comfort level is to make other people comfortable? It's not fair to us as women, and so if we as women say that makes us uncomfortable, why are we not? Yeah, and it's like it doesn't matter. We got to make these people comfortable above and beyond how you feel.
Exactly, and that's the problem I have with it all. I really don't care what a person does in their personal life.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gay, if you're bisexual, if you're trans, whatever you are, I am accepting of it, okay? Because that's what you want to do. But however, when it imposes on my life and my lifestyle and what I'm comfortable with, and I have a problem with that, okay? And I don't have to embrace everything.
Right.
Okay? I can accept you, but I don't have to embrace that. And I'm not embracing no man dressed like a woman coming into a woman's bathroom, okay? Because I really just don't want to see that. And that's the part, I don't understand that part either. You call yourself a tranny, okay? But then you want to come into a woman's territory. I don't get that. Why you just can't do your tranny thing on your tranny side? Why you gotta try to come because you're not a woman? And he clearly proved that fact by him getting on social media talking crap.
I think that was therein lies the problem. As soon as you start speaking on behalf of what you see in the women's bathroom, you done violated confidentiality. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna let you in the club, we expect you to keep our secrets. You get to come in the bathroom, you get to use it, you get to see the bloody tampons and the pads that we've been seeing all our life. Now you coming in there, you coming outside and telling people, like, who does that? No other woman would have done that. That's all I'm saying. If you try to be a woman, live like a woman, act as a woman, there are some things you just don't know, and you will never know because you're not one.
You're not one. And if it were reversed, now check this out. Now if it were reversed and a real woman had walked in the bathroom and he was in there tucking his stuff, and a real woman got up there, had a platform on YouTube, got on there talking about what he had done. Oh my goodness! Could you imagine the uproar that would be going on in the community?
Yes, she would be called transphobic, homophobic. They would have boycotted her. Everything would have been, like, her sponsors would have been snatched. Everything, but it's not the same when a man violates a woman. It's just not the same because we don't stick together like that. We're more so prone to like supporting, that person than we are supporting regular women because we hate ourselves so much. We already know what the deal is. So, I mean, it's just unfortunate, but.
And that's the shit that I don't like. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem I have with it all, Michelle.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And that's why I refuse to stop talking about it. I refuse.
That's right. Don't stop talking. I love your show. I mean, I've seen some YouTube shows and stuff, but I love your show. It's just it's classy.
Thank you.
Intelligent, and you have good conversation. So I love when you come on. I hope you come on later on after the.
I am. I'm coming on after the Housewife, but I'm going to be on the ATLien channel. So if you haven't followed the ATLien channel, go and follow it right now. It's youtube.com/ATLien. Okay, cool. So that's the channel we'll be on after the Housewives.
Okay, I'm going to let another caller get in. I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you for calling.
Okay, hon.
All right, bye.
Okay, hon, bye-bye.
Bye. Caller 6101, you're on the line.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
This is Anita from Pittsburgh. How are you today?
Hey, Anita. How are you?
I'm good. I am so glad you mentioned this. I didn't see it until this morning. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, I was really, really shocked. Now, clearly, the woman, there was something going on because she or he said that her pants and her bra and, everything was hanging over the stall. Mm-hmm. So obviously she had some kind of accident, you know what I mean, where she needed to clean up. Maybe she had some extra clothes because it looked like possibly they were at a gas station at a rest stop or something like that, but something happened. Mm-hmm. It really saddens me. This is one of the reasons, and I am just like the caller before me said, for, do what you want to do. You want to dress that way, that's fine. You want to sleep with men, you want to sleep with women. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. But this is what gives us women the issue about the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Because clearly that was something personal.
Right.
And then to show her, possibly her, mm-hmm. Turn the phone where we could see the woman. I mean, I was totally disgusted.
Right.
You never know what we go through. Frankly, I don't have a period no more, but when I had one, it was horrible. You know what I mean? And I've had those kind of instances where, I would have to stop at a public bathroom, mm-hmm. possibly change. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What did you want the woman to do? Sit the pad on the dirty floor? Normally there's no top to the toilet where you can sit stuff on, in public restrooms.
Right.
I mean, this is my problem. You know what I mean? Bottom line, if you have a dick, go to the bathroom where the dicks go. It just bothers you. So I'm serious, Michelle.
No, and I feel you. And I feel you.
Mean,
and I went. I'm sorry.
We'll take our pussy to the pussy room. You know what I mean? So things like this happen. I'm serious.
Yes, to the pussy room. to the fish house. So whatever you want to call it.
To the dick and ball bathroom. It's
right.
Real simple. It's real simple. And I felt so bad. I mean, it hit me in a place because I had such terrible periods when I had them. You know what I mean? I mean, I've messed up my car. It was terrible. It was terrible. And I really felt for that woman. Mm-hmm. I really felt for that woman.
And when she sent me that, I did too, because I was, like I said earlier, like I've experienced fibroids, and I had to have surgery to get my fibroids removed like 6 or 7 years ago. So I know what a horrible period is. Like, it don't matter what size pad you got, how many tampons you use, whatever the case may be. Like, it was like I wouldn't want to go out the house during those days. So to hear, like, imagine having to travel or whatever the case may be, a long ass car ride where you got to sit for long periods of time. It's just impossible to, not have an accident sometimes. So, to hear somebody try to demean a woman for something, again, that is a natural bodily function, is like, no, you can't do that. And so if we gon' talk about Gucci and the violations that they did against black people, talk about what some of these other people do that's a violation against women, period. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to talk about this because it was just, it was just an interesting situation, and how people are, there's a lot of people offended by it.
I was really, really so glad. I just happened to have taken a nap, got up and turned on my computer, and I seen you on there. I got my notification on Gucci's Live, and then I seen what you're talking about. I was like, I've never called in. It's like, I have to call in. Mm-hmm. I absolutely have to call in. Like a lot of men, some men know what we go through, but a lot of men do not know what we go through. Mm-hmm. But we as women know what we go through. Mm-hmm. Keep your dick in the dick room. That's all. You know what I mean? Like I said, that really, really bothered me. I've had those kind of periods.
Yeah.
Especially when I first started going through menopause, it was horrible. And you never know what's going to happen,
mm-hmm.
And clearly, like I said, what did you want her to do? Put stuff on the floor?
Right.
Right. If those rest stops, most public bathrooms, as you well know, don't have toilet lids.
Right.
Where you can lay something on the lid.
It's barely a place to lay your purse. Now, you ain't got nowhere to lay your clothes and whatever else. So I can only imagine.
Right. I'm so glad you talked about this. I wanted to tell you, I've been watching you for a long time.
Thank you.
And I was watching that person too for a long time. Mm-hmm. But clearly I won't be watching anymore. I mean, I've been since the Queen's Court, or, I'm sorry, I don't want to mention things, but, and I was enjoying it at that time because things went so wrong. And I'm just so glad you have this platform and we're beginning to talk about such important things. Mm-hmm. And, you have not been like harassing anybody or bringing anything up, but I'm glad you brought this up.
Thank you. And I was torn because originally my video today I was going to talk about Gucci and T.I., the whole situation of Gucci mm-hmm. and the blackface situation and Prada and all of that. But then I'm like, what's more important, to talk about that or to talk about these women's issues? And since I had got that DM, I'm like, let me go ahead and talk about these women's issues. So.
Well, be prepared too, because I'm gonna tell you something. I seen a IG post from that person. Mm-hmm. And I guess they were talking about some backlash they had gotten because of this. Mm-hmm. And they were talking to, like, how you do the double screen? I don't know what it's called. Somebody can call in mm-hmm. and you're talking to them on the screen. And at that time, they were talking about how they was going to screw a woman, a man, and, they was going to get them a woman next. And they mentioned something about, like, I don't want to say exactly everything they were talking about, but they mentioned something about, if anybody comes for me or whatever, then Manny Moss, go get him. So be prepared, honey, for the trolls. You know what I mean?
Look, I got an experience over the years. I'm used to it. They not, they try to shut down this platform, shut down that platform. That's why I got to back up to the backup to the backup. If this platform go down, I just create another one, child. Then I got straight from the A, child. I know I've been slacking on straight from the A. Then I got my Facebook. Then I got my Instagram. Like, it's a lot of things I don't use. I got aces in the hole that y'all don't even know about. So Michelle ain't going nowhere. Michelle, look, I didn't turn down TV opportunities, so I'm here, and if I'm somewhere else, I'm gonna be there too. But I ain't going nowhere, God willing. As long as I'm here on Earth, I'll be right.
I'm so glad you talked about it. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your platform, and I really love what you've done.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of turned it around and all the important things you're talking about. I really appreciate you. I really do.
Thank you. And I appreciate y'all who tune in and listen, who really, really listen. Because there's so many people out there who want to, like, twist my words and say that I'm this and say that I'm that. And I'm like, I'm none of that. And I, even with the trolls and all the people who hate me and all this, I've always been about time will reveal everything. Everything, regardless of what I'm saying, who's lying, who's not lying, who's living right, who ain't. Time will reveal. So the only thing I do is keep watching.
You know what? You proved that. Mm-hmm. I watched. Mm-hmm. You proved that. Time will reveal.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, but you keep on, Black woman. I appreciate you, honey.
Thank you. Black girl magic.
All right, take care of yourself.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Why you hang up, caller? The other caller who just called in, I think somebody hung up. Don't be scared. I won't bite. If you disagree with me, I will listen to what you have to say. Trust and believe. I am not that person. I ain't gonna curse you out. I just want to hear what y'all have to say about this situation. Is it offensive to have a maxi pad in your purse? Is it offensive to have a maxi pad in the women's bathroom? Is it offensive, no matter how big, fat, ugly, juicy, bloody, whatever? Is it offensive to have a maxi pad in the ladies' bathroom? Explain that to me. Oh, we got an anonymous caller, child. Let me see what the anonymous caller got to say. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, I'm not a color. My name is Rose.
Okay. You said your name is Rose?
Yeah.
Hey, Rose.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Listen, I just told Eddie, but the reason I'm always watching you off and on between, you can put YouTube, I saw watching.
Uh-huh.
And I remember when you and Josh, and I know how you felt about the women's issues and how, everything went on. But I saw going through the YouTube streets, and just recently, all these beasts that are happening, somehow some of them are coming back to you, and I'm like, wait, maybe I missed something.
Is a beef coming back to me? What beef coming back to me? I've been over here minding my business, drinking my water, trying to clear my skin up.
Like the people like you said, there's the court thing going on and different things, and the names come up no nonsense and amazing grace, and I'm like, I remember them greatly being on the platform, but it was never nothing negative that I must have missed something. So with it, I missed that just all this beef is starting. I don't understand. I don't get.
I don't think you missed anything. I think a lot of people like bringing up my name, and I don't even like. Look, I'm a little too humble to admit this a lot of times, but a lot of people bring up my name because it's gonna bring them views. It is what it is. Put my name in the title. Talk about me, whatever. Y'all know people gonna go over there just to say they talk about Michelle. Come over here and say Michelle. Blah 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 blah. It is what it is. So, Jazzy,
you know what? I don't know you personally, but I was trying to get you, kind of, and that's a bad taste in my mouth. Not for you, because there's even the things that I didn't even know there was a beef with you and Josh, and they were saying when the Michelle and Josh thing happened, like, well, what the damn did I miss?
It wasn't. It wasn't the beef between Michelle and Josh was between Michelle and Josh, and it didn't have nothing to do with YouTube. And me and Josh being cool, and it is what it is. So.
Right. And that's the thing that I would have to say. I get the how that you, when you say about stand up for women, and people make you think that you have to against the gay community. No, I'm a black woman. Mm-hmm. And I get that sometimes as a person, you might be fighting with somebody, mm-hmm. and you say things, and the whole community take that. You talking about the whole community? How about just keep that beef for me and that person? But I do get that when men don't understand, especially for me, the word bitch and stuff like that, it gets me inside. Mm-hmm. I don't want, my nephew gay, and I don't want him to say, oh, wait a minute, bitch. And I'll be like, you know what? Listen, he tried to explain to me, that's how you talk, and all this. I said, but as a black woman, I don't know how you talk in that community. When you say bitch, I'm taking it personally. So when he's like, oh, wait a minute, bitch. So I'm like, oh, well, what you calling a bitch? He said, I'm not calling you a bitch per se. I said, well, you sound like you call me a bitch.
And I feel like people, but the thing is, because of this whole culture of even reality show stars and this, that, and the third, everybody be like, bitch. It's so many different ways to say bitch that, it just gets to be, conflated in the whole situation. So because a lot of people accept it, that's why people keep saying it. But my thing is, if people say they are offended, then don't say it to the people who are offended. And there's a lot of people, the same thing with the bitch word, the same thing with the fish word, the same thing with a lot of words. Just like they tell us that they feel certain words are offensive. The F word, the tranny word, the this word or that word. And it's like they force the issue and like, you can't say that because it's offensive to us, even though they say it. And we're like, well, you can't say bitch because it's offensive to us. Or you can't say fish because it's offensive to us. It's like there needs to be some kind of level playing field where if we're going to listen to you, you need to listen to us.
So you're correct. And this is the honest truth. My best friend used to call me the B word all the time, and she didn't mean nothing by it. Mm-hmm. But I told her, this is your last time talking to me with that language. And she had to understand, because she grew up with everybody calling her bitch. Her grandma was saying it to this day. And I grew up knowing that word is unacceptable. So when you doing it to me, I'm taking it personal. Even though you may not be speaking as bitch like you mad, mm-hmm. I only know it to be one way. So please stop calling me that. Mm-hmm. And it took her years to get past it, understanding. I don't want you to use that and put me and bitch in the same sentence and think it's good. Even if you say, oh, bitch, you look good. I said, see, because you practicing something that you don't understand that is very offensive to you. And I think that's what you're saying. If I tell you something is offensive, take it that I'm offended by it.
Yes.
I don't care how, yeah. And I think we don't get that about people. It's not just the gay community. It's anybody. Mm-hmm. It's like if you say the word nigger. Mm-hmm. Listen, if you make it But we took that away from the white man, so we got the right to. I don't want to own none of that because I know where they ride from. So you're not going to make me be comfortable with nigger like you think. I'm not going to understand it because then you get in front of white people, you saying nigger, then you get mad at me.
Right.
Right. So I just was trying to figure out, did I miss something?
You didn't miss anything.
I get it.
You didn't miss it. And look, I just take it as free promo. Spell my name right, honey. Say my name right. It's ATLien. ATL for Atlanta and Lien for like alien. ATLien. So just let them say my name right. Let them send people my way. I don't mind. So.
Listen, they don't have time to send people your way because the streets are on fire. I just got on, these streets are on fire, the YouTube streets. And I went to sign a petition that the guy, Sean Bradley, dealt with. I really did. Listen, I want to be back there listening to the housewives and
But that's why I keep telling y'all, the streets ain't on fire. It's so many different streets on YouTube. Only thing you gotta do is change your zip code, change the neighborhood, clear your cache out your history, and a whole bunch of different people gonna start popping up in your look list. Because you keep watching the same people, you gonna keep getting the same suggestions. So I don't judge you for that, but I'm sorry, go ahead.
Here's the thing. I don't know how to get. I don't know how I got to you, but I ran up on your platform. Mm-hmm. Next thing, look, I do cooking shows on my platform, so I do everything. But there's like if I put cortisol in, then it's a problem. So let me turn on and look at this person what they saying. Next thing you know, I'm in somebody's street. I'm like,
you gonna get lost down the rabbit hole, but it's entertaining. Just it's entertaining. I don't. It is what it is.
I'm open to the entertainment part of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you start having to deal with codes and stuff, it starts being entertainment. Just to be honest with you, when you went through that with the COVID, the Kai situation, I didn't find nothing interesting. I was so sorry that you had to go that route. I don't find that entertainment that your people don't understand what bread is and how you can't threaten people. Mm-hmm. And if I have no opinion, and because you like no opinion, then you want to, threaten me, send people to my house. I don't find that entertainment.
Right.
I don't find nothing about people threatening you and sending somebody running your door.
I think that part being a part of it is not entertaining, but I feel like to the watchers, to the people, to the viewers, to the commenters, that's entertaining. You know what I mean? Because it's not you that's being stalked. It's not you that's being harassed. It's not you whose number is getting put online. So yeah, it's funny to sit and watch it all unfold. It's great entertainment and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just want y'all to know that y'all play a part too, because when y'all start giving all these people clicks and views, it gives them the right to continue. It's like let's keep it up. Good, bad, or different.
I didn't click and view. No, I don't subscribe. I subscribe to you and to the guy Sean Bradley because I really did like his content. But when he start being messy, I will want to step away. But this right here, I don't find none of this on. So I need to find a way to get out these streets and get into some more entertainment. I don't know. I'm just learning about computers. But this right here, it's not entertaining at all.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. But I enjoy you.
Well, thank you.
I enjoy you coming on.
And I appreciate
I really do.
I appreciate your input. I really do. Thank you so much, Miss Rose. All right. Caller 8301, you're on the line.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Shay.
Hey, Shay.
Hey. I just wanted to call and encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Don't let anyone find you. Speak on whatever you want to speak on. I know you already know this, but I just feel like as women and what's going on in the world, period, I think we need people to stand up for us because I do really feel like the LGBTQ LMNOP community, they do stick together. Mm-hmm. I think I've called you before and I told you I don't mind that. But don't bully. Mm-hmm. But when you bully people, or you feel bullied anyway, which we do feel bullied. We feel bullied in having to share our bathrooms or having to expose our children at a young age of a man dressed like a woman. Mm-hmm. There's certain times in life where, as a child, you sit them down and you talk about certain things. But when you have a 5-year-old in the bathroom and here comes a man that is dressed like a woman that clearly still is a man, because sometimes they're not good at hiding the fact that they are men. I mean, trying to be a woman, they look like a man still, and your child is just sitting there like, and you have to break that down, but you're not ready. But you're bullied into having to break certain things down to your child.
Right.
I feel like when you have your platform, when you use your voice for good to say, hey, I'm not against it, but what you're not going to do is you're not going to be hypocritical in your speech, LGBT community.
Right.
You are not going to sit here and say that we can't do this, have a whole list of things that we can't, as heterosexual people, say or do to you. But when it comes to us, all bets are off. Somebody needs to stand up because everybody is very scared of them, and it's unfair. And the reason why they do what they do, because they do feel very comfortable, because they have a huge backing and following.
Right.
So we have to, as women, especially women, because we're the ones that have to share these bathrooms with them. And, even if we're against it, we do have to stand and start getting our list together and say, listen, no, you cannot do X, Y, and Z to us either, and we are not going to shut up.
Especially.
We're not going to do this. It is unfair.
Yeah.
So I think you speaking out on it, I think it's a great thing. Don't crumble, don't crash, because they're going to come for you, because that's how they do. But we should all be familiar and comfortable with this. You just got to fight back.
Right.
It's like a bully in school. They will continue to bully you until you start to fight back, and that's just how it is. Because I see people in your chat saying, "Don't talk about Maddie like this. Don't talk about." Why? If Maddie did something, then we have the right to talk about what she does.
And exactly.
Michelle,
and I'm like, but what?
If you do something, they're going to drag you.
Exactly. And I'm like, what exempts T.S. Madison, Mr. Man Hands, whatever you choose to call him today, what exempts him from being talked about? Like, he talks about every damn body. He has a whole platform that is built on talking about every damn body. Good, bad, and different news articles, mug shots, everything. But as soon as somebody says one thing about him, negative or otherwise, it's a battle. He can't be talked about. Are you kidding me? He's the worst of the worst, in my opinion, when it comes to misogyny, when it comes to dissing women, when it talks about fighting women, when it talks about like all the things that he talks about, is like, it's cringeworthy. So and I see, like, again, female followers, little girls, whatever the case may be, all the people that follow him, I just want people to be aware that, clearly it's entertainment only, and not to take it as face value, because it's just a whole lot that goes along with the stuff that he is spewing. But him and Junkie Dineva, but that's a whole nother story.
Yes, oh my goodness, that's not even go with Junkie Dineva. But anyway, but you're right. I just think that we do have to stand up. And some of the things that he says about women and fighting, come on. I mean, I don't want to be mean about this, but it's got to be honest. Like, you can't just have a penis and dress like a woman and have a wig on, and then when you get mad at a woman, you tell people that you will fight a bitch.
Right.
Man, you can't. If it was anybody else, if it was one of these rappers, if it was a guy who claimed to be a man and say, I don't care who you are, I'll fight a bitch, everybody would come down on him.
He told me he would go kick down my door and beat me with a rock because I did a video about you. Like, what? Like, I keep telling y'all, I don't fight men. I don't fight men. And when I say that, that's a trigger to some people. But at the end of the day, that is a man, and that is a man who continuously says that he will lay hands on women. I will fuck up a woman. I will do this. I will do that. And watch, he been trying to change his tune probably lately. But at the end of the day, that is why the restraining order is in place now. It is what it is.
Yeah, listen, fight back. That goes for anybody. And even in the LGBT community, if you feel as though you're being picked on, you have the right to fight back. But it's just the bullying part that really is unsettling to me. I mean, it's just unfair, and we do need a voice. It is time for people to stand up to them. And the reason why he's exempt from everything, or she is exempt, I apologize. I know she likes to be called she or whatever, but
that's fine. Whatever you're comfortable. With.
I'm trying. Yeah, I know. I'm just really trying to be fair because I just feel like we have to have rules and regulations, and we still are allowed to have values as just as much as them. Just because he's a part of the LGBTQ community, it doesn't mean that you are allowed to run rampant and just reckless. But they allow that, or the people who. The men who don't dress like a woman, they'll still take up for him because they feel as though they're still a part of the same
community,
clique,
yeah,
clan, gang, whatever. They're afraid to speak out,
right?
And that's not fair. I get so sick of it. It drives me crazy because I'm gonna be honest, and I know I probably sound like maybe I am being harmless, but I don't hate them.
Right.
I don't. I not hate them. I'm not against them or anything, but I just, as a woman, as a human being, I still need my rights. I still need for you to look at me and see value. I still need for you to understand that it's wrong for you to call me out my name as well.
Right.
I still need to be respected as a woman when I'm in a bathroom.
Right.
I still need all those things. And when those things are compromised, we have a problem.
Right. And you can't diminish your feelings as a woman, like put somebody else's feelings above yours. You can't. So and that's my issue. Like if we allowing you, like I said, his biggest supporters are women mostly. So we allowing you to be a part of this exclusive club, because it is an exclusive club, and we allow you in our bathroom, in our confined spaces where we do all kind of things, then don't violate confidentiality. Again, I don't care where you pee and you poop. Like, I don't. Like, you go in the stall, what you do in that stall is your business. But don't come out telling people, oh, I saw pads, I saw this, I saw that, as if you just exposing this big secret, when at the end of the day, most women already know it's pads and it's tampons and it's stuff in there, because we see it, we put them in there. Nasty or not, it is what it is. Sometimes it's just disgusting, but it is what it is. So I just hate that.
There's a difference between a Yep, exactly. So that our privacy is being compromised, and that's why we're having this conversation. Because we wouldn't be sitting here talking about this individual if privacy was not compromised. If you didn't take your privilege
mm-hmm.
and did something that was totally against all the rules and regulations. So when you decide to go run amongst the women, then you need to know the rules.
Right.
See, clearly you don't know the rules and regulations to rolling with the women.
He don't know the rules and regulations because he's still hanging with men. You know what I'm saying? You see women and you want to emulate them and you want a big breast like them and makeup like them, but you don't know what it takes to be a woman because you were raised as a man. You are a man. You, like, everything about you is a man. You still stand up when you pee. You's a man. So, I mean, it is what it is. Just because you look like a woman or you feel like you look like a woman, makeup and all that doesn't make you a woman. It's so much that goes along with it. And it's so, oh God, it's so multi-layered and so many things that we go through daily that you will never, ever know. But anyway.
You'll never know. You'll never know how it feels to have to wear a pad, darling.
Or the embarrassment of buying pads. And, when you was a teenager, having a boy see a pad in your purse or something, you thought you was going to die. You know what I mean? So it's just, just as a girl, it's just so many things that you go through surrounding things that are normal bodily functions, being like just paranoid that, blood is going to be on the back of your pants when you stand up, just being paranoid, like all of that. You will never know that. And so my thing is, that's why a woman who goes through a cycle would have been so very much empathetic towards another woman, whatever she was going through, whatever the big ass pad was. We ain't going to sit there and judge her. Like, it is what it is. It's gross, it's disgusting, it's nasty. I don't want to see your menstrual cycle or none of that. But, if you're going through something, here go a pad, girl. You need something. I wouldn't come out the bathroom telling nobody.
Exactly. So I feel like I'm going to end it really fast. I hear other calls, but keep doing what you're doing and keep fighting for the equality of women's rights against the LGBT community, because to be honest with you, as women, we do fight they do fight us in a way where, like I said before, we have to compromise and we have to give up so much, our beliefs, and we even have to relinquish the control over our children to have to believe certain ideologies that we don't agree with, but they force it. They're trying to force it in schools, rest stops, everything else. So somebody has to take a stance. Everything is being taken away from us. We're not allowed to talk. We're not allowed to believe. We're not allowed to think. We're not allowed to voice our opinion. Hell, we can't even go use the bathroom no more. So keep doing what you're doing, boo. There's nothing wrong with it. You got a platform. Use it for however you choose.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your input. I appreciate you.
Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too. Caller 2049, you are on the line.
Hello, Michelle.
Oh, yes.
Happy New Year.
Hey,
Happy
friend.
New Year.
Yes,
Happy
with the theme
New
song.
Year.
Yeah. Ooh.
To you. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, boo. How you doing?
Hey, I am fine. I haven't talked to you since last year.
I know, right? Thank you for my little theme song. I missed it.
Welcome. You're the classy YouTuber.
Aw.
The YouTuber that I get in contact with.
I'm a little hoodish. I'm growing.
Hey, but not 80% of the time.
Yeah.
There's so much chaos going on YouTube. It's ridiculous. You have adults talking about each other. You have people flagging, people blocking, people doing whole production just to get a content out. It's ridiculous. So you live and you learn, but I like that you remain classy at all times.
Thank you.
I love that. You look beautiful with your braids. I love the glasses and everything. But I don't want to talk about the topic at hand.
Okay.
But I do want to call me offline because I do have an idea for you.
Uh-oh.
It's not about boy, girl. I have a great idea.
Okay.
Give me a call at your early.
Look, shoot me an email. I'm not good at calling. I ain't gonna lie. Shoot me an email. mbrown at ATLien.com.
Brown at ATLien.com.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right. I'm gonna be looking for it.
You'll get it.
Okay. Bye. Caller 4140, you are on the line.
Michelle, why are you clout chasing?
Is that what I'm doing, girl?
I want to know. I don't want to get off on no bad foot, but I'm just saying. You mentioned Funky Dineva. You mentioned T.S. Madison. They haven't been live about you, talking about you, specifically Funky Dineva. I understand you talking about what happened with T.S. and the past thing, but Funky Dineva, he has yet to mention you for months. And it's like, you keep on poking the bear.
What's the bear? What's the bear's name? The junkie? I ain't poking no junkies. I don't do that. I leave the junkies alone, child. I leave the junkies in the crack house. I don't go to the crack house. I don't know what the crack house look like. I told y'all when I was touring the Trap Music Museum, I ain't never been to a trap house. I just be talking about the trap because it's popular culture here in Atlanta. But at the end of the day, how am I clout chasing, girl? You here on my platform. I'm chasing you.
All that what you just said, but I ain't got no clout for you to be chasing. Clearly,
he got clout. The junkie got the clout that I want.
Look, child almost called you Madison, but Michelle, I did not
don't
come
do that.
into all the other shit. And another thing about T.S., you started like talking about T.S. this, T.S. that. Yes, T.S. said she'll fight a man, woman, or child. For instance, take a look at the Bow Wow thing with Bow Wow and his girlfriend. His girlfriend looked like she taught Bow Wow the fuck up.
But did you see what Bow Wow did in that elevator? You don't know what started that fight. We never know. Bow Wow was bucking up. Bow Wow little ass is tough. We don't know who fought who. We don't know. We not even talking about Bow Wow and Kiyomi right now. We talking about Mr. Man up here threatening women all the time. He done threatened several bloggers. He did I think he told Sandra Rose one time that he would slap her or something. He told me he would kick me down and hit me with a rock. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And this was before I had even seen this man. Like, I don't know nothing about this man. So for you to be like somebody to like threaten you with physical violence just over a video or over a blog post, you don't see nothing wrong with that? You don't think that's a little
It's not just, first of all, it's not serious threats, Michelle.
You don't take any threat serious. If somebody told you that they would beat you to a bloody pulp, that they will kill you, they would do all these things to you, you wouldn't take that seriously?
Where's the proof that he said all this?
Girl, go back in the archives, child. Go back. All of this happened last year. We not even on that. We talking about MAXI pads. We talking about MAXI pads.
We talking about what we heard.
I'm not talking about nothing I heard. Were you in court with us? Because I presented all of the evidence. We're not even talking about that. That's done. That's over and done with. So my thing is, you're here to plead the case of somebody who don't even particularly like you. Probably, if you are a woman, they don't like you. So I'm trying to figure out whose case are you pleading and why are you here?
Okay, so here we go. Clearly, I am a woman. I sound like a woman, baby. I look better.
Clearly, I don't know you. I don't see you. I can't see you. I can just hear your voice. I don't know nothing about you. I asked if you were a woman. Like, I'm trying not to offend nobody, because if you were trans, I can't win for losing.
Ask you, are you a woman? Just like other people ask you, do you smell
nobody has ever asked me was I a woman.
It's been numerous of people that said that, that's been around you that said that. So
girl, nobody has ever asked me was I.
All I'm talking about is the topics that we're talking about today. So let's not.
You're not talking about. We're talking about maxi pads, girl. We talking about maxi pads. You talking about something that happened last year. We talking about maxi pads. Did you miss it? Do you need to rewind the stream?
I don't need to rewind nothing. Because
so you brought up clout chasing and maxi pads.
So you're putting up pictures of Maddie, of his face like being distorted. For what?
Because I don't want the man. I don't want the Mr. I don't want the man.
We're putting up your images of your business, but you're sitting here doing the same thing to Maddie.
I've already said I am not above reproach. Are you saying that Mr. Manhunt cannot be talked about? Is that what you're saying? That we cannot discuss what Mr. Manhunt said?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, when nobody is talking about you, why do you start to constantly talk about them? But then you always want to
constantly. Wait. Constantly. Let's dissect these words that you're using. You're saying constantly. When was the last video I did about T.S. Madison or Junkie Dineva? When? You say constantly.
You're mentioning them. You're mentioning them. It doesn't matter if you.
I'm not allowed. Wait, ma'am. I'm not allowed to mention these people who talk about dang near everybody. I'm not allowed to mention them.
Okay, so what I'm trying to make to you is
I asked a question. You can't answer my question. I'm not allowed to mention. I am not allowed to mention these people. Is that what you're saying on my platform?
Yes,
I can't. I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Well, you just said it was an issue.
Question. The answer lies. What was the reason for you mentioning Funky Dineva tonight? He wasn't a part of the
because I was talking about no. He was a factor because I was talking about misogyny, and I was talking about how a lot of people in the LGBT community, including trans and gay men, are misogynistic and have a feeling about women. And I mentioned it briefly. And here you go calling and diving deeper into it. If you want to talk about Junkie Dineva and his misogynistic attitude, we can.
Talk about Josh. Why don't you talk about Josh?
Because Josh, let me answer your question for you. Because Josh isn't a blogger. Because Josh doesn't use his platform to talk about celebrities and everybody else. Josh is just a random ass person who got a YouTube channel just like all y'all.
Josh is a blogger. If you
he is. When did he become a blogger?
On YouTube, honey. You're a blogger. You're a blogger, okay?
Oh, is that what makes you? So you're a blogger too. Everybody's a blogger then, if that's the case. So I should be like everybody on YouTube and talk about everybody.
What does be a blogger, okay?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you feel so strongly, wait. If you feel so strongly about what Josh said, how about you do a video about how you feel? So why are you on my platform telling me what I can and cannot say, who I can and who I cannot talk about? Why don't I talk about this person or that person? Why don't you start you a channel and talk about whoever the fuck you want to talk about? Excuse my language.
You sound real mad, Michelle.
Do I? If I was mad, I would have hung up a long time ago. I'm letting you talk. I love debating. I love debating. We can sit here all night. I'd be like,
and all this aggressive vernacular like you're mad.
I have a limited vocabulary, and sometimes I use fuck.
All I'm saying is, I don't think that it's cool for you to be clout chasing and playing the victims.
How am I gaining clout? No. How am I gaining clout by talking about misogyny that these black gay males and some of these trans use against us as black women? How am I gaining clout from that?
Out of everything that happened, this is Black History Month. You could have been talking about the damn Gucci thing with the little face thing.
Go to straight from the A.com where I make the bulk of my income, and you will see that is the
straight from the A. So I won't be going there, honey.
Well, that's your fault. That's your fault. All I'm saying is you're asking me questions that you don't want the answer to. You're asking me questions that you don't want the answer to. You're asking me why didn't I talk about that? I said that earlier. I said I had a choice. Listen, Linda, listen. I said I had a choice. I was going to either talk about the Gucci situation that everybody's talking about that I actually talked about on the site on Thursday, or I was going to talk about this situation that impacts black women. As a black woman, I chose the latter. So what do you want me to do?
Look, I done already called and I said my opinion. All I'm saying, you're a clout chaser.
Okay.
And don't look for other women to like be on your side when you.
I'm not. A real blog goddess stands alone. You ain't seen the people who've been going after me this past year. Have I asked for any support from anybody besides myself? Are you kidding me?
Like who, Michelle? Like who?
That's what I'm saying. Like who? You tell me. I'm a clout chaser. Who am I getting clout from?
Nobody has been going at you. That's the point that I'm making. Nobody has been going at you.
Oh, so if you type in Michelle Brown or ATLien on YouTube, ain't nobody went for me. Nobody's going for me. Nobody's done videos about me.
If they weren't going at you, they were small video bloggers. So why are you going at them? Why are you bothering people that are not bothering you?
Am I bothering them? When did I go after them? All I said, listen, you're conflating issues right now. I said there are a lot of people who have went after me and I stand alone. That's all I said. I never said I was gunning for smaller YouTubes. I never said that. So don't put words in my mouth. Pay attention. You call me a clout chaser. I'm still trying to figure out where the clout. Ain't nobody watching. You not even watching. Let you tell it. Why are you watching? You don't even know me. I'm chasing clout. Why are you watching? Fuck it, that name ain't even in the title of this video. Fuck it, that name ain't even in the title of this video. Neither is T.S. Madison. Why are you here?
Okay. After the Grammys come on, baby, I'm gone. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, thank
you. And then another thing, you always mention these housewives talking about, you done turned down TV opportunities. I mean, if you're a vlogger and a blogger, why would you turn down a TV opportunity?
Because TV don't pay shit. Because TV don't pay shit.
YouTube with bullshit and drama. Who does that?
Me. I like pennies. How about that?
And that's exactly why you're going to stay on YouTube with 198 viewers.
Well, thank you so much. Have a good day. All right, you too. Ooh, I've been banished to YouTube for the rest of my life, y'all. What am I going to do? Caller 4465, you on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Who am I speaking with? Hello? Hello?
Hey, what's up? I'm sorry, this is Mike. Hey, what's up, Michelle?
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. How you doing?
I'm good. I don't even know where to start after that, but no, I just wanted to ask a question because I kind of stumbled on the topic.
Uh-huh.
I was curious. I grew up with two sisters and my mom, my dad, and I, right?
Uh-huh.
And my fiance. I live with her, and with them, you never know when they're on their cycle ever because of their hygiene. Like they're super clean and particular.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, are these women on the live saying that it was okay for this woman to leave her used sanitary napkins exposed and everything? Is it?
First of all, no, but I don't think anybody was giving the person a pass. What I thought.
Hold on, can I finish real quick?
Sure, go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
I was just curious if I feel like this should be more of a hygiene problem than a transsexual person saying it because I go to restaurants in New York and clubs or whatever like that, and the bathrooms are unisex, and you never see that. So I feel like if a lady left her used sanitary napkins out, she's trifling as fuck. Like,
well, who said it was used? Didn't nobody say it was used. From what I saw, the person was talking about it was big as hell.
Well, regardless.
It just said it was big. So maxi pads should be offensive. Big maxi pads should be offensive.
Not at all, but the women in my life, you would never know they were on their cycle because they keep that to themselves. That's disgusting.
But have you ever been in a public bathroom after them? You don't know what the hell they do in a public bathroom. You don't know. And my point wasn't that it was nasty. Listen for a second. My point wasn't that it was nasty. My point was, as a woman, we are more empathetic to things that women may be going through. There are certain women that can't even afford maxi pads and may use another one that they've already used or whatever the case may be. There are certain women out there who bleed a whole lot and may use big ass pads only because that's the only thing they can use to stop them from bleeding all over the place. There are certain women that have accidents through no fault of their own, despite whether they're clean or not. My point was that women should not be shamed one way or another for something that is a normal biological function, and you as a man have no room to speak on what's clean and what's not when it comes to a woman and her period.
I understand that my girl, she suffered with fibroids, and I went through that with her, and it was really tough. But I can tell you one thing: you would never know, and she was very clean. So I feel like the lady who did that, she needs to brush up on her hygiene. That's some disgusting shit.
But there's some poor people out there who don't even use pads, who use balled up t-shirts as maxi pads. Are we supposed to say that they're dirty and nasty because they can't put? No, I'm not even listening to you, dude. I'm not even listening to you because you don't even have a vagina and you never had a period, child. Caller 6055, you're on the line. Hello.
Hello?
Hey. Turn your computer down.
I'm sorry.
Turn your computer down.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm here.
It's a delay, and I know I'm probably still yelling at that man. But go ahead, honey.
Hi, I'm Super Chat. I've been in the live chat, so I decided to call in.
Okay.
This really hurts me. I feel like you guys are bashing Maddie.
I'm not bashing. I'm not bashing him. He bashed himself. What's there to bash? He felt offended by seeing a big ass pad, and a lot of women were like, no, that's not right. You want to be a woman, but you're offended over a big ass pad. So yeah, I got emails that said, please talk about this as women. You know, if people who are transgendered or whatever the case may be want to be seen as a woman are invited into women's only spaces, then what they see there should be kept confidential. I'm not saying it was nasty or not. I'm not saying it was disgusting or not. We see a lot of disgusting things every day. But what I'm saying is, as a transgender, as a male who claims to be trans, wants to be a woman, that's not something that you should speak on, period.
I understand, and I also know that Maddie did apologize because this is a fairly new thing.
So she just started transitioning today? How is that new?
No, I mean, transsexuals are being allowed to use female bathrooms.
That's not new. A lot of trans been using the bathroom and we didn't even know it. So that's not new. My point is, if you're in a safe space, the bathroom, that is not something that you should speak on. Women have, functions that happen. Like, and again, that is why a lot of women feel that a man who clearly identifies as a man and male behavior and talks about his penis should not be used in the female bathroom. And that is no bash on him. That is a bash on his whole attitude and the things that came out of his mouth.
Well, I think it was a learning experience, and I believe that Maddie was sincere in her apology, and I just hope that people don't judge her off of this. Okay,
I went.
She's a really good person.
If he was sincere in the apology, why is the video still up? And the lady that he tried to show is the whole video is still on his page. If you're sincere about an apology, the first thing you probably would have did was took it down. Unless you're in it for clicks and views. I mean, we all in it for clicks. We love a little controversy. It doesn't matter. We talk about whatever.
Well, I know there is. there is a dialogue going on. Maddie's asking different women their opinions on, how they felt about what she did.
So basically, he decided to go through the transition of being a woman, bought breasts, brought a butt, wear a wig, do makeup, and then doesn't know how to identify as a female. Shouldn't anybody who is transitioning to a female go through a process to be a woman first, like mentally and physically?
She knows how to identify, but I'm saying
obviously not. A person who identified as a woman would not be offended by a big ass maxi pad. I don't care who it is.
No, that's not true. I would have been offended if I saw that, and I would have probably made a joke. I don't have a platform to talk about it on a national level, but I would have been offended, and I would have said something. Most women that I know would have said something. They would have said, "Oh, she's trifling" or something like that.
Oh.
But
I don't know.
I don't think you should just.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of things. I've been overseas. I've seen things in a lot of bathrooms.
I agree with that other caller that this was a hygiene issue, and it turned into a joke, and it had nothing to do with bashing women or being disrespectful to women.
Oh, okay. What I mean, I respect your opinion.
Thank you for taking my call, Michelle. I love your hair today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You have a good day.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Caller 1880, you are on the line. This is the last call. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is King T. How are you, Michelle?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. First of all, you look beautiful. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you for calling.
But I had to call in because I just feel like nobody really stands with you on this issue. Mm-hmm. And I feel like women won't really get it until they start getting knocked upside the head by these transgenders that think that they're women.
Clearly.
I understand. Yeah, and I understand if you want to live your life as a woman, that's perfectly fine. But you still have to understand your DNA is different from a woman's. Like, you still have to understand that you are stronger. You still have to understand there are things that we go through that you don't go through and that you will never go through. Mm-hmm. And to say that we are the same or that we are even, that's when you're stepping over into a state of delusion. And I don't understand it. I don't understand how women don't see it. I don't understand why they want to ride so hard for people that are not riding hard for them. They want to make it okay for trans women who are men to fight women. Mm-hmm. They want to make that okay, but then they have a law that if you do something to them, it's a hate crime.
Right.
Where's the Me Too movement? Where are the people that are saying that, you know what, well, if you're going to let this ride, then we're getting rid of this hate crime thing. Like, that has to go. Because I'm sorry, I don't know about you or anybody else, but if a trans woman touches me, they're getting shot, period. I believe in my Second Amendment right. I'm not going to fight no man. I'm not going to play around with no man.
What you said. That's the reason why I went to court, because I wasn't even going to play like that. And I wasn't going, and my thing is, like I said, I wasn't going to have my guy friends play like that either, because as soon as one of my guy friends was to get in the mix, then it would be a hate crime. You see what I'm saying? Then they'd be going to jail. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to protect everybody involved and just go to court, get a restraining order, and call it a day. Because, that public threats and sending your people to threaten me and all that kind of stuff, that was just too much. And so I say that to say, the same thing with this maxi pad situation. He's using his platform seemingly for some agenda to be like shaming women about they personal hygiene, maxi pads, biological functions, whatever the case may be. It's not up to you to talk about nobody's maxi pad. It's just not. So if you don't even experience it, if you've never gone through it, if you don't wear maxi pads, why are you even speaking on this issue?
Exactly. And like you said, how do they know that the woman wasn't either a child, could have been a teenager, it could have been a homeless person. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't know what the situation was in the bathroom and how he even saw the pad.
And the thing is, the original caption, The original caption, that pad was so big. If the pad was nasty, trust, it would have said that pad was so nasty or whatever the case may be. He was talking about seeing a big ass pad, period. Regardless of what he said after the fact, he was talking about he was upset because he saw a maxi pad in the women's bathroom. Why is that an issue? That should never be an issue.
Exactly. Go to the men's restroom. You don't have to worry about seeing that.
Mm-hmm. No pads, no nothing. So
I mean, you set it up anyway. I mean, you still have your penis. Go to the men's restroom.
Right.
But if you're gonna be in the women's restroom, go in, do what you got to do, and come out. We've all been in the restroom, and we've all seen some disgusting things in there. Yeah, there are some trifling women, but you can't necessarily just say because Mr. Manhan said that the pad was so big that it was some trifling woman. We don't know who was in there.
Right.
We don't know what that person was going through. For all he know, that could have even been a fan of his that was going through something that was in that bathroom. So I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand the women that will call and ride so hard.
It's a lot of them. It is fine. And my thing is, and a man who called riding hard talk about what they see with their mamas and their sister's child, I don't care. Like, you ain't never had a period. You ain't even got nothing to say about it. Like, just going on with that. And so, I just feel like it's this whole little campaign of trying to shame women. They already call women fish. In one regard, you want to be fish. And in another regard, you call women fish to demean them, talking about their vagina smell like fish. Like, what is it? Like, is it a good thing to be fish or a bad thing to be fish? Then we say we don't want to be called fish. It's like, oh, that's just what we use in the gay culture. You should be okay with that. Why should we be okay with that? But you're not okay with being called the F word, faggots and trannies and whatever else. And when you say you don't want to be called that, we respect you, but you don't respect us. So it's a double standard. And I just don't like the double standard. And so I'm going to get off my soapbox
today.
It's
a complete double standard. They can call us bitches. They can call us fish. Whatever they decide to call us today, they can call us, and we just have to accept it.
Right.
And if you don't accept it, you're gay bass and you're homophobic.
Yes.
And this is how they keep getting by. But we as women, I mean, we really have to stick together. We really have to rally together.
Right.
I mean, I don't feel like it should be us against them, because I feel like as Black people, we should all be, we all need to be one. But at the end of the day, we are being oppressed by, our oppressor, and then some of our oppressors are our own people that are in the LGBTQ, whatever.
And again, just because I say I'm pro-Black woman does not mean I'm anti anything else. So I do feel like as women, we should, just demand respect. And a lot of us don't, and I guess a lot of us don't feel like we deserve the respect. And it is what it is. But I appreciate your call. I don't mean to rush you off the phone, but I'm looking at the clock like, oh, I got to go to to watch The Housewives.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking my call, Michelle. You have a good evening.
Thank you. You too. Goodbye. Let me take this last call. Y'all want me to take this last call, child? Ooh, child, we might have to make this quick. Caller 8776. You are on the line.
Michelle, is that me?
Yes, that's you.
All right, Michelle.
Uh-oh.
Now, you know I'm the one that wrote the post, right?
What?
So, I'm the one that wrote that post that responds to her video.
Okay, I didn't know. Now that I know. Okay, you're all about the soul, all about, wait a minute, a bountiful.
Yeah, well, you don't have to do that. That's my website. You don't have to, do all that.
Okay.
I didn't do that to get, people. I did that because when she did the video, now, I told you before, because you know my number, and I love all of y'all equally. I'm not, I just, hello?
Yes, I hear you.
All right, so, I love all of you guys equally. So I told you guys before, I don't have no favorites and nothing like that, because, I like all of y'all, because all of you have something to offer. But the reason I wrote that is because, I suffered from endometriosis for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And as a Black woman, I used to keep going to the doctor. And they used to say, well, you must have had some type of disease, this and that. And every time they checked me, no disease, nothing like that. So it used to be times where I couldn't even get out of my car. It used to be times I was in so much pain that I used to wear those big old pads. And I used to wear those diaper-like things, before they even became popular. Mm-hmm.
And I used to be so scared. Sometimes I would be in the bathroom and I couldn't move, even when I had my kid. One time I fell out. This was when we had. Let me take this stuff off our teeth. This is the time when we even had Blockbusters going back then. I fell out in the store.
What?
So, yeah, so, to the point where I had blood transfusions. But see, I know what that lady was going through. Now, like they said it was just a long path. They didn't say it was used, it was nasty, it was this or that. It was a long path. And my thing is, that lady was in a safe place. She was in a woman's bathroom.
I agree.
Women know these things happen. And I had got mad at Aunt Maddie, or I got upset with her because she didn't understand the stuff that people go through. I mean, like, I done had, like, so many blood. My hemoglobin was at 7 at one time. You know how many blood transfusions I got just staying up and have it all come out of me? Now, imagine, and I just put myself in that lady's place. Imagine if that was me. And somebody made a video and a quick look and to see who a quick look to say, well, that might be that person right there. And I was like, you don't understand what you just did. Because you already felt like something was wrong with you.
I agree.
Being a woman, because most of these doctors, they don't really care, especially black women and women. I'm a veteran. I done seen women coming in and fall out. It's just recently that the VA has just taken women issues seriously. Just recently, in the last 2 years. So imagine all that time I'm running around. I'm like, and people like, well, they don't understand because you can't get up because you're weak, and a lot of women have these fibroids and they have all these other things. And I'm like, I'm Maddie, don't you understand?
No, I agree, and I appreciate your comment. I'm not saying you were disrespectful to Madison or anybody else. I'm not saying that. I just agree with your comment, and I just used it because someone sent it to me along with the message saying, "Can we talk about this?"
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You can use it. I don't care about that. But I just want people. I just want people to understand that I wouldn't want Aunt Maddie to go into a men's bathroom because I don't know what type of reception she's going to get. I would never put her life in danger or want anyone's life to be put in danger because I've seen what happened. You understand what I'm saying? I'm from I told you where I was from before. So I don't want to see that happen. All right? But then in the same breath, you come in here and you see this. Something is wrong because right now you know it's unnatural for something to be that huge. Why would somebody need something that huge? My first thing is this woman is in pain because when you see something like that, either she just went through some pain, she's going through some pain, or something didn't happen to her. You understand? And just respect that. Respect that not just as a woman, but respect that as a human being.
And I agree. And I totally agree. And I feel like all in the chat agree because basically that's all we were saying. If we accept you, because I said, I don't care where nobody poops or pees. I really don't. But if we're going to let you into our safe spaces, i.e. the bathroom, then we expect you to leave the safe space where it is. Leave the confidentiality behind the doors of the women's bathroom and let it go. If it's a learning experience, if he apologized, then so be it. But the thing is, this person that has had so many other missteps and y'all keep giving them passes, and I'm going to keep talking about it. That's all. That's all why I'm here.
I'm not going to blame. Listen, Michelle, I'm not going to blame you for anything that you do or get. I just got upset at that situation because I personalized it.
Right.
I personalized it.
But that's my point. A biological woman would personalize it because we would have empathy for that person. Because if it's not us going through it, we've seen our mothers, sisters, friends go through it. So that was my point. Like a biological woman would never have done that because we see things like this in our daily lives. Big ass pads. Why you offended with a big ass pad?
Michelle, more than that, we have seen women, our sisters, die from that. Our friends die from that. I done seen a girl who passed away from the same thing I had. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I done seen it happen. So it's like and you feel. I just want to emphasize that you feel so human, because as a woman, these doctors not really taking you serious, and as a black woman, they definitely not taking you serious, you know. So, you know, it's just like I say, the VA, the Veterans Department, just no more than 3 years ago started taking this stuff serious. Endometriosis only 6 years ago came into the mainstream, but it's been around. The military knew about it. The government knew about it since past 1940.
Right.
There's research papers. Of course I researched it because it was my body, and I was fighting.
Right.
And I didn't know what it was. The sponsors didn't know what it was. And they just kept sending me away until I started falling out everywhere, and my hemoglobin was to 5.
Wow.
You know, it went to 7, then it went to 5, then they was giving me blood transfusions. I was standing up, and everything they just gave me just came right out. And I don't want that on nobody's platform. Don't talk about that.
Right.
I'm fighting for my life here.
Right. No.
So when you see a big cat like that, you don't know if that person just gave birth. You know, to the next great leader, you don't know if she's suffering from. You know, we don't see our aunts, uncles, not uncles, but we don't see our aunts and friends die from this.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying? Because I say uncle because I remember my uncle was at a funeral with me when I went when my aunt passed away from it. You know, and she came with me. You know, so sometimes it's genetic. You know.
Yes.
So that's all I want to say. I want to thank you for bringing up the topic, and hopefully more people will understand, because there's no way in hell I would want Aunt Maddie or any transgender woman to go into a male bathroom and get hurt, because that's what's going to happen. I don't want that to happen.
And I wouldn't want a black woman to go into a female's bathroom and get hurt either.
This is what I'm saying. So I just
and get their privacy blasted all over the internet. I wouldn't want a woman to go through that either. So I get where, you know, I get you're saying, you know, that you know, TS should be protected, but women should be protected as well. And I can't speak for, I can't discount my own comfort and security on top of somebody else's. And that's all I'm saying too. I get what you're saying. Like, you know, it would be a travesty if he went into the men's bathroom with them breasts he paid for, but I'm sure he can handle himself the way he talks about fighting women. That's just where I'm at on the situation. So, you know.
Okay, Michelle. All right. Michelle.
Well, thank you so.
Come on tonight.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I was thinking, do the Grammys come on tonight?
The Grammys on, the Housewives on, everything on. I'm up here. Look, I got the Housewives on while I got you on. And yeah, so we gonna come back. I'm gonna come back later tonight around 10 and talk about the Housewives and stuff. And so yeah, I just wanted to hear you out, and I appreciate your call and everything that you had to say about this. And I appreciate you trying to school the person on, you know, their wrong deeds. I really do. I appreciate somebody standing up and saying, you know, what wasn't right, because it wasn't cool.
Yeah, I just personalized it. But anyway, I think the Grammys coming on, and I think they're doing something good. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what time they're coming on. Okay.
All right.
Well, I thank you, Michelle.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Bye bye. Well, you guys. Look, I was already ready. I'm already ready. I got the Housewives over here, this over here. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. I appreciate all the people who called in. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate all the people who chimed in the comment section. I know there was some people going in on me. That's why I was trying not to even look over there. I already know y'all was going in. But I appreciate the supporters. I appreciate the people who understand where I'm coming from. Again, I don't care where nobody pees or poops or whatever. Once you go in that stall, I ain't looking up under the door to see if you got a penis or a vagina. I do not care. And like I said, trans been in the bathroom since probably the beginning of time. We don't be monitoring who going into the bathroom. Let me see your woman card. We really don't. But But if you are going to utilize that privilege of having a choice of which bathroom to use, male or female, and you decide to go into the women's bathroom, don't come out and be talking about this person's vagina, or this person's maxi pad, or this person's tampon, or this person's this, that, and the third. It's not up to you. It's not up to you to discuss. It's not up to you to talk about because you've never been through it. You've never encountered it. I know it's some nasty stuff that go on in the bathroom. We know it's some nasty. We've seen it. But what we don't do is sit and judge somebody on their cycle, the length of their cycle, the heaviness of their cycle, what the hell's going on with them. Shit, I done been in the bathroom, see blood all over the wall, look like a damn war scene. I was talking about it. We don't know. Fibroids is a thing. Endometriosis is a thing. Women have things. Their bodies go through changes. Child. Don't nobody want to go in no public bathroom having to deal with that. And sometimes it's just, we have to. We have to. Anyway, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for understanding. Thank you guys for talking and hearing it out. The men in here, thank you guys for, at least paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong. Only thing I'm saying is, some things should be left in the privacy of the bathroom. We don't be knowing what y'all penises be in there doing. Shoot, what if a trans man went in there and came out and been like, they penises be stinking. I seen this man, he was uncircumcised and y'all would be like, why is this trans woman in our bathroom talking about our dicks at the urinal? Shoot. But anyway, if you haven't already, visit straightfromtheA.com. Please come back tonight. I will be on the ATLien channel talking about The Housewives, which is on right now. It's on right now. So like this video if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about, the topic at hand. I'm not clout chasing. I'm not going in on nobody. I'm not trying to do all that. What I'm trying to do is just create conversation. So I will see y'all later. I'm trying to be out. I can't be out because I don't know where out is. Oh, there it is. Bye.